Hi, folks, and welcome back. El Rushbo having more fun than a human being should be allowed to have. Back to the phones. We now go to Jerry, and we have a trucker here on the way to Oakland. Jerry, I'm glad you called. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. My point was that the sequester put a spotlight on how incompetent Obama is, and this last thing put a spotlight on how absolutely mean-spirited he is, that he would literally let people die to get his own way. And the people could see it because we know who shut down the mall.
Okay, I'm glad. Jerry, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. We got a little bit of a bad line, but I'm going to continue talking to you here on the radio. This takes me back to something I said in the first of the program. What he's saying is, look, we out here see what's going on. We see a guy who's incompetent talking about Obama. We see a guy literally letting people die to get his own way. He said, we know who shut down the government. And it wasn't Ted Cruz and it wasn't the Republicans. And it's like I was sharing and I interrupted myself. I'm glad Jerry called and reminded me. At dinner last night, the conversation was a typical, why don't the Republicans do X? I can't avoid those discussions. And one of the guys at dinner said, look, they don't have to warn people Obama's a socialist. They don't have to talk about Obama trashing the Constitution. Why don't they just say the guy's incompetent and then point to Obamacare right here in the middle of an absolute disaster of a rollout? All they got to do is say, he doesn't know how to do this. You know, even if you behave under the premise that Obama's a serious, he wants to do good, and he's really trying, do it that way. He's failing big time because he doesn't know how. He doesn't. Look at our foreign policy, the guy said. It's an absolute embarrassment. What has happened in Egypt, what's happened throughout the Middle East, what's happened in Syria, this reset with Russia, it is embarrassing. Obama's a national embarrassment, and he's incompetent. Nothing that he has said he wants to do is working. He said, why don't they go at it that way? And I gave him the usual answers that suffice every time the question is asked, and you know what they are. Be right back.